So someone brought up something very interesting to me. Very interesting point. And they said, how interesting and weird is it that you are prophesying the word of God from a position, from inside of your car and homeless? And I thought about that and I said, I feel like, I was talking to God at this point, and I after I got off the phone, I was talking to God about it, and I was like, God, I feel like it challenges the validity of what you do for your servants when I'm preaching the good news and what you are and who you are, and I'm in a position where I'm in lack and all these things are happening. And I asked him, I believe in you, but how do I validate that with other people? Because they're not going to believe me and believe you're that God if they see your servant sitting like this. And what he answered me with, it wasn't right away. He gave it about 5 minutes for me to sit on the question. And then he said, schemata. And if you don't know what that is, that's the theory that people who walk out the life of Christ sometimes will develop wounds like Jesus had after his crucifixion, like on the wrists or on the ankles or on the forehead. And, I got a forehead scar, but that's like the child who lived, and I joke about that. And that's the thing is like, that I don't think that's a very real thing, but when he said it, he meant it in the way like the scars prove the sacrifice. When Jesus was resurrected, God didn't heal the scars. God let them be wounds when he was risen. He didn't heal it because it was the proof of the sacrifice. It was the proof that it was Jesus. It was the proof. And your sacrifice in your life is the proof that you walked out the life of Jesus. The scars that you will bear when you are walking out the rest of your life from whatever season, whatever God has allowed you to go through, whatever testing period, whatever has happened to you, no matter what it is, the scars on your life will be the proof of the sacrifice and the point and the picture of Jesus. And I know that sounds a little bit crazy, and I know that doesn't sound maybe super encouraging, but it's something very powerful to say, my sacrifice scarred me. And that's the proof of Jesus in my life, that I was willing to walk it out like Jesus did. I have schemata on me. But guess what? Those scars heal, and they heal harder than the rest of my skin, and it makes it stronger than the rest of my skin. And those scars that you have will be the strongest areas of you instead of the weakest areas like they are right now. The proof is in the pudding. And when you walk out whatever it is that you have to finish walking out, regardless of how much people invalidate you or God's not worried about his reputation. He knows what to do. And you don't need to be worried about your reputation either. You bear your scars with pride because they point to the picture of Jesus. And it proves your testimony. They overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and the word of their testimony. And your testimony will be the schemata and the scars that you bear on your body that are now your strongest points instead of your weakest areas. That's kind of an intense answer, but there it is.